Have you been thinking about making the move to Surprise, Arizona and want to see more of it? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be driving through one of my absolute favorite shopping plazas that's here out in Surprise with brand new Costco and a bunch of other cool things. And then we're also going to be going over into some different neighborhoods, different price points too. So I'm thinking maybe like one that's kind of ranging like $450 to $600. And then I'm going to try and sneak over into this really stunning gated community. So cross your fingers that hopefully that works. If not, we'll go to a different location. Either way, we're going to see lots of homes today and different parts of Surprise. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and keep on watching. All right, guys, we are at our first stop. We are in the Parada Shopping Center. I'm going to pop that up on the map so you guys can see exactly. I think I'm saying that right. Could be wrong on the name. But anyways, point being is this is one of my favorite shopping centers in the Surprise area because, drum roll, it's all brand new and I love new stuff, and also it has some of my absolute favorite stores. So we're gonna cruise around here and check it out. Right here on the right hand side we have Costco. We also have Cooper and Hawks, right? Cooper? I think it's Cooper and Hawks or Copper and Hawks. Anyways, point being is it's a really good kind of like fancier restaurant, I guess. On the right hand side we have a Costco, we have Brakes Plus, Vision Works, Arby's, Nectar, pretty much all of my favorite spots like in regards to what I would need on a daily basis. And if you guys are anything like me, like I don't want to drive very far to get what I want, and I also want a lot of things. So anyways, Jersey Mike's right here on the side. We also have Black Rock Coffee Bar. We also have a Dutch Bros on the other side of this little section, right? So right now we're kind of in the crossroads. I'm going to pop up a map so you guys can see that. I believe this is Waddell and the 303 over here on the right hand side. The thing about this area is we kind of have some older stuff on the other side. So on the west side of the 303 we have some older shops, like we have a Walmart, there's a Chipotle over there. I'm not going to check out that whole entire area because we have a lot of stuff to already go through in this area, and I don't want this video to be a million minutes long. I'm sure maybe you guys would like that. Comment down below if you guys like longer videos or shorter videos. I personally love a good long video, but I know not everyone has time to sit there for an hour and kind of watch these types of videos. But anyways, heading over into the second portion of the shopping area. On that other side, it was pretty much just like Costco, coffee place, a couple other things. This is like where the good stuff is. We have Chick-fil-A, Habit Burger, we have Mod Pizza, Hawaiian Barbecue, Drive-Thru, which is very good, Panera, Twisted Sugar, which is kind of like Crumble, I guess, but they don't change their flavors every single week, and they have a lot more flavors. I'm a sweet tooth, so I know where all the good sweet tooth places are. Right here we have another car wash. Tell me where you guys live right now. Do they have a million car washes going in? I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm sure maybe they're like good investments. I don't know. But anyways, right here on the right hand side we have Sprouts, we have Ross, we have Home Goods, we have Marshalls, we have Ulta, we have TJ Maxx down at the very bottom. Like, this is why I'm saying this is one of my favorite shopping centers, because it literally has everything that I could possibly want. And believe it or not, they're adding one more thing that is just going to be the cherry on top of this location, which is they're going to be putting in a Target right across the street here too. So I would never have to leave this area if I lived here. And that's something that I personally really enjoy. Another store is Five Below, kind of obviously says it in the name. It's a bunch of $5 and below things. We have Total Wine. I think this is a PetSmart up here. They also have this like bowling place, I think. It's like bowling, arcade, and laser tag, kind of like Main Event. If you guys have ever been to a place like that. Right here on the left hand side we have a couple other restaurants, and that's another thing I like about kind of what they're doing in a lot of these shopping centers here in the West Valley, is really adding some more unique food options. And I mean, maybe they're not like unique in your definition of unique, like they're not mom and pop by any means, but still, like, I like places that don't have a like, I mean, sometimes I like places that aren't Cheesecake Factory, right? Like I want to try something new. Rare, but sometimes I do. And there's not a lot of places necessarily like that in the West Valley, at least in the last couple of years. And now they're really trying to put a lot more food options out here. So cold beer and cheeseburgers, I think they have that in Verrado. Haven't been there. Again, I don't go to a lot of places, but I want to start trying. We have a bunch of open places over here. It looks like there's gonna be a drive-through and a couple storefronts. We have Firebirds, which is a nicer restaurant. What else is over here? What is it called? Barrio Queen, which is kind of like a Mexican restaurant. Very good vibes, really cool patio settings on all of these restaurants right along here. And then they also have this really cool burrito place over here that's very delicioso, that I come to quite often. Again, I visit this little shopping center kind of a lot, more than I would like to admit, considering I live like probably 20-25 minutes away from here. So why do I drive all the way over here? I don't know. Well, I do know. It's because I like the new stuff and I like the stores that are here. I would definitely be living in this area, like Verrado, this portion of Surprise, Old Litchfield Park. Those are kind of like some of my favorites that are on my radar currently, but this is definitely on the high end of the radar because it has so many good stores and everything that I could possibly need. All my favorites in one spot. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think there's a drive-through Starbucks over here yet. Where's the closest drive-through Starbucks? That's extremely important to me, guys. If you know, you know. Black Rock Coffee, that's cool. I'll go there for my second coffee of the day, but I need Starbucks for my first coffee always. But let's head over to the kind of neighboring areas where you have more of the housing and the different options for that. And I will talk to you guys when we get there. Couple other honorable mentions over here on the right hand side where I was telling you guys is the Walmart. You also have a Burger King, you have the Chipotle, you have, what else is over here? There's a T-Mobile, not that anyone really cares about T-Mobile necessarily. There's a Circle K over here, the Dutch Bros is over here, this Mesquite Fresh Street Mex, Ken Food is what it's called, Street Mex. Anyways, very good, kind of like Chipotle, but way more authentic. And again, I don't know if it's very authentic, I'm not sure, but Papa John's is also over here. I already mentioned Walmart. And then on the left hand side here is tons of different car dealerships, so keep that in mind too. Brakes Plus is down here, and then kind of as we're headed out this west direction, tons and tons of new construction, but there is also older homes. This first little area that we're going to be cruising in is going to be homes ranging probably around like 450 to 600, and granted there's homes that range much more than that, but it's nice to kind of know that Surprise overall is on the quote-unquote affordable side. So homes, I mean, you could get them even cheaper than that. You could get them under 400. Granted, a little bit harder. You have to be able to, like, you know that it's not going to have necessarily this shiny new flooring and all the fancy bells and whistles that maybe a house that is a new build comes with. But as long as you guys are okay with that, then that shouldn't be an issue. Another thing about this area is there's tons of new charter schools kind of going in between here, Goodyear, Litchfield, and Buckeye. So basically all along this like 303 corridor. If that's something that you're interested in, I highly suggest doing a little bit more research about that. Tons and tons of public charter schools. And so from my understanding, those are free. Keep that in mind. And then also I hardly ever mention this, but I should probably mention it more, is here in Arizona, we are an open enrollment school system. So basically, a lot of my clients are worried about schools and they want to do more research about them. Totally respect that. I want you guys to do your research about schooling because I don't have kids. I don't know what's important to you when it comes to that. Every family is a little bit different, so keep that in mind. But point being is we are open enrollment. So like if, you know, you land in Surprise and your kid is going to go to one high school and then you figure out, I don't like this high school, it doesn't really fit our, you know, what we're looking for in a school, etc., then you can pull your kid out and go to a different school. Obviously you have to get an accepted variance, but a lot of these schools have tons of space still available. So definitely something to keep in mind and a cool little thing that not a lot of people know. All right, we are in our first little area, and this is going to be all new homes. So if you don't like new homes, again, that's totally fine. Surprise has an amazing mix of new homes and old homes. So, and the older homes are kind of sometimes, not always, sometimes more affordable. So keep that in mind too. If you guys are looking again for homes under 400, it's not impossible here in Surprise. And that's another reason why a lot of people want to move here and like it here, is because it's affordable, but you still have all the amazing amenities. That little, you know, Parada shopping area that we were at just a minute ago is just like the tipping point of, or the tip of the iceberg, is that what they say, of the Surprise shopping areas in general, because even down like maybe 10 minutes away from here is Bell Road, where you have literally anything and everything that you could ever think of. Trader Joe's, what else is over there? You definitely have a Starbucks over there, a couple Starbucks, Crumble Cookies is over there. Point being is you have literally all the amenities within 10-15 minutes, even on the longer end. So I really enjoy that. You guys can let me know down below if that's something that really interests you about Surprise. I know that I hear that a lot from my other clients, is like the price of Surprise and Buckeye are similar, a little bit more affordable in Buckeye, but you get way more amenities in Surprise. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think about that. This whole area is ranging, like I said, between $450-ish to probably closer to $650. Just depends on the size of the home and all of those things. But it's a really cute neighborhood. And they also, again, depend on the size, right? So there's homes in here that are 1,400 to 1,500 square feet, ranging much larger when you're getting into these 2-story homes. Looks like a lot of single-story homes in this community, which some people hate, some people love. I am a big lover of, you know, the single-story ranch-style properties because I hate stairs, but, you know, it just depends. And it's so funny how like most other states have 2 stories versus like here in Arizona, you really find tons and tons of single stories. So I like that. Right across the street here, you guys can kind of see it, that big old building, excuse my nail, but that is one of the public charter schools, and it's called Legacy. I don't know, I think maybe they go through K through 8 maybe, or K through 12, I'm not sure, but that is one of the places you guys can definitely look into if schooling is important to you. cannot go into the bougie neighborhood that I really wanted to do the tour in because it's private and blah, blah, blah. I'll have to get permission, but we can do it next time if you guys want. Leave a comment down below if you guys want me to tour the Sterling Grove community. It's a Toll Brothers community, super beautiful and luxurious, probably looking at closer to $1 million plus in that neighborhood. They also have their 55 plus section, and then they have like their regular homes as well. They also have a mixture of like shared driveway homes. They have, what else do they have over there? Shared driveways. I don't know if they have like the duplex or not. I can't remember. Maybe on the 55 plus side. But the homes are very, very stunning, and the community overall is really stunning. I'll pop up some photos if I can find those so you guys can look just to see the outside. And again, it'll really help me if you guys comment down below and let me know if you guys want me to do a tour of that area. They have like the most prettiest, like, what is it called? Like a farmhouse, very much modern farmhouse style exteriors, which I absolutely love, and they're really hard to find here, especially in the West Valley. So if you guys want me to do a video on that, let me know. Since we can't go there though, we're gonna go to another new build community that has a community pool. It has a community like center set up, and it's really, really close to where we are currently, which I will pop up another map just so you guys can kind of know where we're at right now. These are going to be Taylor Morrison homes. I actually have a client who found me from YouTube that's interested in these little houses over here. They have a couple different products. So they have, they're like super, super luxurious. They have 4 different products. So like it goes from top to like the more affordable options, and obviously those range in prices too. I would say you're probably looking to start around $450-ish, depending on how many upgrades that you do on the low end, and then obviously headed up to probably $800,000 depending on what size of home you decide to go for over here. Like I said, there's different levels to it, but they also do dirt builds. So I know that you guys, if you've watched my channel and you are interested in new homes at all, I tell you a lot, you don't always have the option for a dirt build. Taylor Morrison is one of those builders that will allow that. Granted, there's some caveats to it. So if you have questions about that, just let me know, reach out, and I will walk you through kind of what to expect when doing a dirt build here with Taylor Morrison. But let me go ahead and cruise on through some of these little areas. I haven't been over on this side of the community yet, so I want to drive through here and check it out. So this is their Discovery collection. So each collection also has different floor plans, different lot sizes, things along those lines. Very pretty, lots of Spanish style homes, which a lot of my out-of-state clients love the Spanish style homes. The caveat to 2 of the communities over here is you are very, very close to the freeway. As you guys can see, right ahead is going to be the 303 freeway. If that's something that you do not like, then you definitely won't like this side of the community. The north, or not north, where am I? North, east, south, the west side, there's 2 collections on that end that aren't as close to the freeway. So granted, even though there is a good little amount of space between that freeway, you can see the cars. I don't know that that's everybody's cup of tea, so keep that in mind for sure. Right here on the right hand side is actually their community little center, I guess. I think that they might even have like a fitness center in it, but it's really cool. It has a little playground. It has like a spot where you guys could do events if you wanted to. They have some barbecue spots over here, and then obviously they do have a pool here. I'm just trying to see, I think it's just one large pool. I don't know if they have jacuzzis. I couldn't see that, but who knows. And then I believe they also have bathrooms over here too for anyone that is at the pool and needs to use the restroom. I'm not seeing a jacuzzi, but honestly, do you really need a jacuzzi? It's hot here. And just so you guys know, just so you know, and you feel a little bit of sympathy for me, or maybe you don't because you're used to the snow, 97 degrees out here, and I'm driving, showing you guys these houses. I want you to know that. I am here for the people, and the people deserve to see these different neighborhoods. I put up a little poll on my community tab, so if you aren't subscribed, definitely do that, because sometimes I post in there and I ask you guys questions just to kind of see what you guys want and what you're looking for out of these videos. And you guys really love the driving tours, so that is what I'm doing. And then you also said pros and cons videos. Of course, that's always a good one. So I'm gonna start working on some of those kind of videos more often now. And if you guys have any suggestions on where you want to see some videos, just let me know. In this Taylor Morrison area, like what is this community called? Puridisi, I think, or something like that. Anyways, I'll pop it up on the maps, or pop it up on the screen so you guys can see that. They, like I said, they do dirt lots. You do have a lot premium, so lot premiums are probably anywhere between 2,500 to like 5K, and then obviously it does cost you to pick out every single upgrade that you want. And there's some really, really high earnest money requirements here. And that is kind of typical, I guess, with these newer homes and these newer communities. I mean, they're getting kind of a little bit crazy with their earnest money. And what I mean by that, so for example, what earnest money is, if you don't know, is going to be similar to like a security deposit. So when you rent out a home, you have to give them a security deposit saying you're going to fulfill your portion of the contract and you're not going to do something you're not supposed to. Same exact concept for purchasing a home, but instead of it, being returned back to you, as long as you do everything, well, I mean, I guess it would still get returned back to you if you did everything right, but it'll go towards your down payment at the end or your closing costs or something along those lines. So obviously, we want to make sure that you guys are just following the timelines, and that's kind of what I'm here for, to walk you guys through timelines, the contract, especially with new homes. They have a different contract than a normal contract, and they have a lot of ways that they can keep your earnest money, that if you don't read that entire, probably, I don't know, 40-page contract, you could definitely get yourself in some trouble. So keep that in mind. But yes, this is a surprise. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, pretty please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Monday at 5 p.m. And then also, if you have any questions about relocating to Arizona, of course, I am a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state, and I help people just like you move here constantly, and hopefully you could be one of those people. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and reach out. My number and email are popping up. And if you're not quite ready to reach out, totally understand. Download my relocation guide. That's in the description. It has some of my favorite locations that you guys can move to. It has pet safety tips for the heat. It has some amazing restaurants. It has, written out step-by-steps of how to relocate here, all of the fun things. So definitely check that out, and or just subscribe so you can get more videos every single week from me. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.